Aloha, Hugh O'Reilly with Maui Resort Realty. And in my e-letter today, I discussed a little bit about what I call the California trend, and I want to expand on that a little bit. So, um, as I said before, all across the mainland, we're seeing double-digit increases in real estate. I highlighted what's happening here. We're double-digit, and in the case of condominiums, median price went up 47%, which is extraordinary year over year for a median. But California has an interesting relationship with Maui. I would suspect, and this is just from experience, I haven't done the research, but I would bet that 50% of our second homes are owned by Southern California. So there's this love relationship with Maui. And right now in the media, we're seeing lots of attention to the very, very wealthy out of the Silicon Valley have come over and bought $30 million homes, $25 million homes, that sort of thing. But there's a trickle down. It's that impact, that flood over here is actually much greater than just what the papers are writing up. A lot of the people that I'm dealing with are in my age category. They're retired, semi-retired, and are deciding that this is the time in their life they can now take equity out of their values in California, move to a place like here, and then go back and forth to visit family on the mainland, much like I do. And yet their family loves coming here. That's a big part of it. Like my kids, they have limited time for vacations, and so they think coming to have a vacation with grandma and grandpa in Hawaii is pretty exciting. And their kids love it. We love it. Everyone wins. And so they have to pay their airline tickets, but accommodation is free, which is a huge expense on a holiday these days. So it actually tends to be a great formula. So why is that? Why is Southern California? As a Canadian, I looked back there. I mean, as a kid, I grew up in California, but you think, well, California is pretty nice, but it's congested, more so than here. The ocean isn't warm, it's cold. Here it's warm. There's a very laid-back spirit here that really attracts people, and people can work if they continue to want to stay connected to their businesses. COVID's proven that out. So all those things in combination are proving to be big drivers of our real estate. What I think is interesting for people to note is that Hawaii pretty much, and this has been what I was told when I first arrived here, and I followed it, and it seems to be a pretty good rule to follow. We lag about 6 months behind what happens on the mainland, and in particular California. So if you want to track what's going to happen to us 6 months today, watch what's going on in California currently. And that seems to be a pretty powerful indicator because they have such a big influence. So if things are going south in California, we're going to feel that in 6 months. If things get accelerated and really start jumping, then we'll probably see that trend come here in 6 months. The challenge for our Maui people is that this accelerated interest in Hawaii is challenging for the people that need to make the resort and the community work. Housing for residents here is a big issue, and it's a big issue in all resort communities, winter and summer. This has been an ongoing, in my experience, in living in them for 40 years. It's a number one issue. It isn't going away, and in fact, it's being exacerbated right now by this drive to people to live in great places. So we'll monitor that. There's some interesting articles in our papers and ideas. I think some of them are misleading in the sense that I don't think they'll accomplish what they want, but there has been successes, and there's tools out there that the officials here can utilize to help that, because we need those people to make, to do the activities that we love to do here. And if they leave, then we're all in trouble. So there's my update. California and Maui are linked at the hip. We're the little brother, so to speak, but it's a good indicator. If you're following real estate, tap in, watch California, and then you can probably see the future. All right, aloha. Talk to you next month.